Welcome, everyone, to the blog number 4 of the Wizarding World Tabletop campaign, The Circle of Fate. Uh, Now, some stuff happened.
Ships.
So,
Ships?
Jordan,
No ship sailed.
let's go ships. No ship?
I mean, I guess there was some like cute like God, Roxy was such a weirdo this episode actually. There was some Roxy Nico, but she was such a weirdo. Yeah, she was like he was like trying to be really nice and she's like, you do you.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, you're feeling awkward, girl. It's all right. Uh, I um I actually wanted to talk about Chessa. I thought Chessa had some great little parts in this session. I was glad to see that like there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. Aika is sly as hell. Like at first I was like, he's the nice guy. I'm like, no, this guy's actually like he's in the House of Mysteries for a reason. He's basically like kind of playing the role of like Varys from Game of Thrones, if anyone knows who that is. Like he's playing that kind of character where he's the guy that knows everything and kind of
Yeah.
has all these schemes going, but it's for like the better kind of thing. So he really comes across as that kind of character. Um, but yeah, like I just thought with and Asa had some cute little moments too, and
Yeah, but
spilling the tea on her crush.
Chessa really caught my eye today.
Mhm.
Such new
Yeah.
aspects of her that you never knew.
Her
As
knowing
I
Muggle stuff is insane to me. I thought that was really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she
I was
like
waiting to find go ahead.
good. I was just gonna say like Levi's gonna find any opportunity he can just to talk to her. And it's not gonna be like flirtatious. It's gonna literally be like
Yeah.
this is the only person here that knows what I'm
I
saying.
I have a yeah, I have the first thing I'm going to say is as I told people before, I pay attention from session to session which NPCs have not had as much of the spotlight, and I purposely try to put them in situations because we've had a lot of Finn, we've had a lot of Tobias, we've had a lot of Naila, we've had a lot of Chance, and so I was trying to put up a nice scene with Tritessa and Chessa and Asa and all of those people, and I thought it was really really neat to get you guys to learn more about them, and then with I have a chart already like determined. I had predetermined who's a half blood, who's a pure blood, who's Muggle born, and yes, Chessa is one of the people that was. I don't remember if she's Muggle born or half blood, but she certainly knows things about the Muggle world. And I thought it was really really ironic that of all the people um, that Levi could bond about Star Wars with, I thought Chessa would be the least like expected, and so when that scene happened, I was like so pleased. I was like,
It
oh
was
man,
great.
like I would.
The way you set it up was perfect. Cause first she talked about boxing, which I didn't put it together because I was like, oh, she does the kind of Mage Fu, maybe like it correlates. But then she brought up like pro wrestling. I was like, wait,
Wrestling.
she knows pro wrestling? Like, and then it was like Star Wars, and she's like, oh yeah, Star Wars. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah. When before you gave your hoop to Roxana, I was anticipating that you were going to try to use the hoop yourself,
Uh-huh.
Levi. So my plan was I had to revert things a little bit because I didn't expect you to give it to Roxana. Had you tried to use the hoop, you would have you would have transformed, I would have described it into a man in dark black armor and
Oh.
gone I would have had you turn into Darth Vader.
I am so upset I didn't do that now.
So like
But now I can tell you
But
that's what I would have
why?
done.
Why would he have transformed? And why did she transform into a platypus full of things?
because
Thinking of Toby.
she was thinking of Toby probably. Yeah. Because Toby likes platypuses.
Because she's always thinking about Toby.
It's literally all I think about.
I have a question. It's kind of stealing from AJ though, because he put it in there. How long was Teresta?
Tritessa?
No, Tritesta? How long was she standing there before they noticed her? They like had a whole conversation, and then she like said something, and then they turned
Oh,
around. How long was
you're
she
talking
there
about
for? And
Juan
Rox.
and Roxana.
They were having like a pretty deep convo, and she just kind of popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, good question. I'm not gonna divulge that. I'm not gonna answer that. But it's a good
Ooh.
question.
You guys need to start looking around before you start telling secrets.
I felt like this was a really good Juan episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was a
Yes.
really good Juan episode. Like the conversation with Aika when he was like, I have in my notes it just says Juan no capital all caps with an exclamation mark. And after that I mentioned like like they were talking about like and Juan was saying, you know, secrets are important. Sometimes you have to keep secrets to stop somebody else from getting hurt. And then immediately diverted and talked about something else. And it was like, oh, my boy. Oh, darling. Like, sweetheart. And then just like the conversation with Roxy broke my heart.
That
Made
whole
me sad.
conversation, like, because like you guys talked about how secrets are important, and then like after that one was like, if I'll always be there if you need somebody, and at the very end he like curses you out and he's gone because you told his secret, is like, it's so like fitting. Like it.
That arc is
And the
pretty
thing is, she told the secret before they had that conversation. So it's like she's been thinking about it and going like, I should probably mention that at some stage that I betrayed his trust and totally like spilled the tea on it. So
AJ?
I was just gonna say that arc was amazing, how they were bonding, and then they ended in that such like wow. I think it's fair to Roxy though, because she was probably more focused on like, oh my goodness, I've got to tell Albion this stuff, that she kind of was like not forgetting but pushing off the secret she was keeping from Juan for now until she got that other thing off her chest, and now she has another bridge she has to kind of repair.
Yeah, because it was like, well, first of all, it's like her alarm bells were going off because she's like, oh my God, Dad's got a hoop. I don't know what the hoop does. What hoop has he got? Which, like, I don't know. Even as a player, I'm like, he probably doesn't. But I still think that Miwa had two hoops and just like gave them one, but at least Al's got the other one. Kind of thing. And I imagine she was trying to collect them. Like, I'm sure there's like a file somewhere that talks about them and how the Death Eaters wanted them. And if one person gets all of them, they become like, I don't know, like it's the second coming of Christ, which is like, I was going to bring up, but then it kind of diverted because Roxy messed it up. And Elle was like, whoa, hold on a minute. Hey, hold on. Let's backpedal. But like, she was going to mention, oh, you know, the Deathly Hallows were a thing where it's like when you have all three of the Deathly Hallows, you become a Master of Death. So it's like if you have all of the circles, you become a Master of Fate.
Life.
I'm thinking, well, the thing is, because of this whole Circle of Fate thing, I'm thinking like, okay, well, so you can control speed and altitude. You can control matter, what things are. You can control like the whole astral side of things.
Yeah,
like
what
the other
you
side.
are.
I imagine if you're doing that astral projection shit when ghost bullshit's happening, like there's some stuff you can see. Like you can see a bunch of shit. I reckon, because that's how like astral projection works in spirituality.
That was one of my like thoughts. Like, now I am basically in the astral form with the fact that I can fly. I am a ghost, you could say.
I bet there's a time one as well.
Yeah, there's gonna be a time one. I'm so sure of it, because right now with the three we had, when Juan had them all at the same time, I don't know what he couldn't have done at that point. Like, he can phase through anything. He can transform. He can. I don't know. We didn't try that because Roxy, but can you get hurt? Like, your astral projection can get hurt?
If you continue trying to experiment with it, Albion, you've discovered that things pass right through you. So at least in terms of like physical objects, like weapons,
Mhm.
it's not gonna hurt you. You're not
Yeah,
gonna get hurt.
Did
And
he
then
try
you
testing
can-
how far it goes? Because that's
That's
my
No.
idea. I want to know how far that thing goes.
I got scared. I didn't want to do that. That's something. And
I'm saying, is that something I would have done?
FYI, I would like to try. I don't think I'm actually going to do it because it would be too dangerous. But try to see how fast I can fly. The top speed. Like
Just
I can.
falls off.
How how fast can I go? Can I get to my
You're-
home?
I'm gonna say at top speed, like I said, you are about almost as fast as a golden snitch. Almost as fast.
That's
And I
top-
don't remember what they said the average golden snitch, how fast that moves.
But you could picture it.
But you
Yeah.
can probably picture it. So it's not, I would not say that you're like Flash level of
But
speed.
you're almost
But it's pretty fast.
I mean, you
Pretty
go so fast that you're almost invisible. The snitches are very hard to see about because of how fast they move.
A lot of it is dependent on your use magic device roll. That determines how fast. So like I would say that if you rolled a 20, that's golden snitch.
Oh,
It's fast.
okay
If
then.
you rolled a 5, you know,
That's
you float
why-
around.
That's why I could move objects, but Albion couldn't.
Right. Albion rolled too low to be able to manipulate objects in astral form and astral
Then
projection
I was
form.
thinking, can I enter people's bodies? I am full ghost. Can I control them?
It's like,
You can
it's like Beyond Two
you can
Souls.
you can pass through bodies, but you can't like possess anyone.
Okay.
That's not how that isn't how the spell works. You can't possess anyone,
Okay.
but you can pass through them.
So I'm curious. Before this session, I was starting to think like I purposely put the 7 rings in my wand just because 7 is a theme with Albion. So I was starting to think like I might try, but then when Levi's stone turned into one, I was like, I'm definitely gonna try. So I'm just curious if you had a way that you were gonna reveal it if I hadn't tried.
Yeah. So I had thoughts of how certain hoops were going to appear, and admittedly, having it appear on your wand was not pre-planned.
Yeah.
That was just what happened on the fly because the other ideas that I had, I liked your idea more, and timing wise, I thought it was time that you guys got 2 more hoops anyway. So when you tried it, I was like, okay, sure, yeah, I would say that maybe one of the rings, because I think the thing with the rings is that the etching wasn't showing on your ring, and it wasn't until you actually like put your hand around that ring and focused on it did the etching start to glow, and then it like whatever was painted on top, it was like there was something was like painted on top to hide the fact that it was etched, like broke away or something.
Yeah.
And then you discovered one of those 7 rings was actually the hoop all along. So yes, that was not pre-planned. The ring, the hoop being in the stone, happened like on the fly
Oh.
when Levi was being sorted, because I sort of came up with, oh, the stone doesn't change color, and then I was thinking really quickly, like, why does it not change color? Oh, because it's actually a transfigured hoop.
I like
So
it.
that's
That
how
That's
was
so
a
cool.
great reveal.
I just thought it out on the fly. So
Now, I'm worried because now Tritessa knows about the hoop.
yes, she does. More people know about it.
And she's like, really? I'm telling you, I think that Tritessa has one. Because the moment she saw the hoop, she was like, okay, I want to investigate it. I want to do it. Give it
Mhm.
to me. She knows
Yeah.
what the hoop is. I'm pretty sure about it.
Tritessa does seem to know something.
Well, she's
Yes.
she's gonna let it go. She's gonna follow up with Levi for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we are not going to be with him. And he isn't good lying.
I'm pretty certain. Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay, I said I'm pretty certain. Like I said before, I'm pretty certain Bartholomew has a hoop, and I think maybe there are ways to find that out before we see him. because it's something I know that you guys don't.
I'm avoiding.
I don't know if
so.
it's been used or not, but it might have been. It might have been a thing that's been used, a concept that has been used. But yeah.
So secrets is a very big theme of this session, and
Yeah.
so I really liked the scene with Chogen, as well as the scene with Tritessa briefly with the fire puffs as well. It's two different perspectives. So I was really glad that we were able to get a little bit more insight from those characters as well.
Yeah. This session got me tired.
It was very RP heavy. Like not a lot of
Yeah.
very RP heavy. I like that a lot. That we all had our moments to do our thing. I like Al. Al seems way more comfortable in his home, and
Yeah.
I like that. Like, and the what are they called? The astrals. What do we fly
The what?
on? What do we fly on?
Petrels.
Storm Petrels.
Petrels, not astrals. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was doing that, he was pretty cool. And then their little talk on that was, I like that. And that Never Have I Ever was interesting. It was a lot
Yes.
more it was a lot more like kid friendly than I thought it was gonna go. And then once we got to like the Truth or Dare, that was great.
Yeah, I like that idea of that scene.
And I don't know if this is too spoilery, so maybe you'll edit this out, but I think the reason Al is still a little closed off is because I really want to have a conversation with Asa. I want her to be the first one that I confide in, because I just feel like she deserves that. So like once that happens, I feel like we'll start to see Al really pull apart the shell and like come out a little more. Literally and maybe
Yeah.
think, yeah.